Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Omobolanle. So on this channel I create content related to lifestyle, beauty, food. So if you're interested in any, so please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And to my returning subscriber, kisses, I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. So today I have another story for you guys. So earlier last year I got robbed. Yeah, I got robbed, and this particular day I was coming from work. So my husband called me and he told me that I should just stay back, you know, when he's done with his work, that he's gonna pick me so we can go to the house together. And I was like, no, 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 like I can't wait. There's no time again, and I have a baby in the house. By then Amani was too small. And I said no that day. And I remember I left the shop around around 8 to 9. So I left the shop, and when I got to the bus stop, I wasn't driving, so I had to take the public transport. So when I got to the bus stop, I remember for like 20 minutes. If you're in Nigeria, you understand what I'm saying. If you are going somewhere and you didn't leave on time, forget it. It's possible you might not get a bus. So really I got a bus. And it's all this, if you're in Lagos, you understand, like all these small bus that doesn't have conductor. It's just the driver and the passengers. So I boarded in the bus, and the bus was going to Aja. So when I get to Aja, I will have to take another bus going to my house. On getting to Aja, there was traffic. I was there, I was sitting at the back. But what I noticed that day was that all of us in that bus, we were all female. All of us, excluding the driver. All of us who were female, and it does not have any meaning. So I wasn't. So when I entered the bus, so we were there, we were in traffic, and before you know it, a guy just came holding. He entered the bus like a conductor. He just entered the bus. There was no space for him to sit. So I was just like, where is this one going? Where did you want to sit in the bus? Because obviously the bus was full, and I was like, where is this one going? So the guy just entered, and he just removed cutlass, and he was talking to the person that was sitting just at the entrance of the bus, like, oh yeah, for me phone, like, give me your phone. While I was sitting, I was like, give me your phone. Do they know each other? Like, is this drama? I was just minding my business. So before you know, the lady was shaking, and I was like, why is this one shaking? The lady was shaking, and he brought out her phone, give it to her. He then talked to the next person, hey, give me your phone. So he pointed his cutlass on the driver. Like, if you talk or if you shout, I will cut off your head, I will wound you. And you know, the driver was like, okay. The driver was just shaking, and he just brought out his cutlass and was like, oh yeah, everybody bring out your phone. And you know, in the bus there are other women coming from the market. I was at the back. I was like, hey, this thing is serious. So because to me this thing was just drama, because I always heard it. People say that, oh, this is it, or sometimes I watch it in the movie. I've never experienced such before. So the thing was just like drama. I was just sitting at the back like, hey, people are bringing out their phones. So it just turned to me, was like, oh, so you want to prove stubborn, Abby? You want to? I said, no, I'm not proving stubborn. I'm just trying to look for the phone, you know. So my bag, I was carrying a very big bag. So I just dip hand into my inside my bag. Earlier last year, I had 2 phones with me. So I was using one before then. My husband got me another new phone. So I was using the 2. So on the new phone, I don't have a SIM card there. So I was using my old phone hotspot to connect to it, to do whatever I want to do. And so, but the 2 phones were off at that moment. So I just dip in my hands, and the guy was like, so you are proving stubborn. I was talking to everybody. You are doing as if you didn't hear me. You are doing as if. So by then I was like, hey, this thing is serious. I was now like shaking. I was like, no, I want to bring it out. I'm just trying to look for it. So when I didn't even look inside the bag. I just put my hand in there and I pulled out a phone. And Fortunately for me, it was the old phone that I was using, but that one has a SIM card, but the face has broken. And I just brought out the phone, I just give it to him, and he just dropped from the bus, guys. He just dropped and closed the door. See, I was just looking. I said, is this one drama? The guy has collected phone. Oh, I was now looking at the back like, are you serious? Do you know what pains me? As in, the most funniest thing is that we were in the traffic and people were seeing what is going on in the bus, and nobody could say, please help them, or nobody could just come down and, hold the guy that, hey, what are you doing? People were there minding their business. See, guys, if you're in Lagos, you guys will understand this thing. I've never seen this in my life. In Lagos, people will be seeing robbers robbing someone else, and people will they will just pass. Nobody would say, hey, why are you doing that? Or, hey, thief. Nobody will see anything. Everybody will be seeing what is going on, and they will just pass. In this Lagos, most especially in this Lagos, I don't know about other states, but in this Lagos, people will be seeing something that people will be seeing that, oh, this other person is in danger, and nobody would see anything. So back to my story, I was just sitting down in the bus, and the driver did not utter one word. And now it's time for us to come down, because it's just a little traffic to where we are going to, alight from the bus. And when we got there, most of the women in the bus, they were all coming from the market, so they have their small purse, all these small purse that they wear on their waist. They have their small purse, they have money inside. So they have money in there, they have their phones and all that small things inside. They didn't even collect their own phone. They collected the whole purse, the whole waist purse or whatever. The guy just collected it. Then, apart from me carrying a big bag, the other people carrying small purse, maybe hands, everything. And the women, when we got to our bus stop, and when all of us were dropping, they were crying like, hey, this money that I collected from something, this money. I felt so sad, and I was just, see, guys, come and look at me. Oh, the thing was just like movie. I was just standing. I stood there and I was looking like, as I can't see, it wasn't funny at all. I stood there and I was looking like, what is going on? I wasn't even paying attention to people crying, because those women, apart from me and other lady in the bus, the other people, they were just jumping on the floor, crying, rolling on the ground like, they are raining curses on the guy, And I stood there, I was like, wait, what if my bag was collected? How will I get to the house? Will I be begging on the road? Because now, in Lagos or in Nigeria, let me just say that, in Nigeria now, people don't give money again, because they just felt like, oh, you want to come and form story to collect money. We don't even know who needs that money here in Nigeria. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I was just like, wait, what if my bag was collected? How will I get to the house? Will I be begging money? Who will give me money? And they will just look like you as you are like this. I don't know what to do. I just guys, it was just so funny. I just moved from where the other women were crying. I just moved, and I had to take another bus going to my house. I was like, should I take a bus, or I should just trek? I should just walk down to my house. And from that Ajah to my house is another, if you are driving, is another like 20 to 30 minutes drive. If you are driving from Ajah to my house, just imagine if I walk, if I trek. Do you know why I just have that feeling that should I just trek or I should enter bus? It was like, even bus is not even safe. So where is safe in Nigeria? If you enter bus, you are not safe. Bus that you have a lot of people in there that if anything happens, it's not that you are driving your own personal car. You understand? As in, I said, even this bus is not safe. Should I just trek? I said, but wait, oh, if I say let me check now, how many hours will I use to get to the house? And besides, what if I'm going on the road and something else happens to me? Because this time is around like after 9 already. I said, what if I'm going on the road and something else happens to me? I said, but what if I enter bus and something else happens? You know, I was just like having these feelings that should I said, oh, please, if a bus jams somebody and the person died, God forbid, they will still use the same bus to carry another person. I said, God forbid, nothing will happen to me. I had to like, please stop. I just stopped another bus and I just entered. If you see me, I was so cold. I was cold. I just entered the bus, but do you know the funniest thing? Before I entered the bus, I just like look around. I just look everybody's face in the bus, you know, just to make sure that, because I just felt that maybe because we were all ladies, we were all women in the bus that entered. So I just have this feeling that if a guy were to be in that bus, maybe the guy would be like, no, you know, maybe why dragging, you know, everything will escalate. But we ladies, you know, any small thing like this, we all have this fear in us, and everybody, we're all shaking, and we don't have any choice than to just give whatever we have with us. So I just take a look at that bus and I saw that, okay, there are more guys in there. We have ladies, so I had to enter. And I just sat down and I was just cold. But you know the funniest thing, guys? So when I entered, another thing I noticed when I entered the first bus was that the door was not locked. So I was having these feelings that that particular thought wasn't coming to my mind when I came down from that bus, that the driver, you know, maybe the driver knew about it. Maybe they both planned, since that is, he carries from Ajah to Lekki or VI. I think they knew each other and he purposely left the door open. So I guess they knew each other, but that particular thought wasn't coming to my head at that moment when I came down from the bus, because I would, assuming I had that thought, guys, I would have hold the driver. Like, I don't want you cannot tell me you don't know what is going on. Like, you can't just tell me. But the thought was not coming, all because of that fear. So I entered the bus. Immediately I entered, I was like, the door was open as well. The next day, second bus I entered, I boarded. So the bus, the door was open. And do you know what I said? I said, please, uncle, please, can you please close the door? I was like, please, can you close the door? Immediately I said that, this particular guy that was sitting very close to the door just turned around and looked at me like, oh, sister, were you inside the bus that they just robbed? I said, oh, geez. So you saw us? As in, he said, yes, so that the bus that they entered, the bus was just behind our bus, and they didn't even know anything. It was the driver driving the bus that told them that, oh, guys, look at that bus in front of us, they are robbing them. And all of them in the bus were just looking at us like this. You guys, you can just imagine. I was just looking at the guy like, so you guys knew what was going on? It was even another public transport. You guys knew what was going on, because this is a traffic. It's not a free road that, okay, oh, something I can just go and people will just be like, they don't know anything about it. This is traffic. There are a lot of cars. There are a lot of bus. So you guys knew what was happening and nobody could come outside to just help. He said, we will come out. We will come out, like, you know, but forget it, oh, sister. If I was in that bus, I would have do this to that guy. I would have punched his face. I was just looking at the guy like, are you normal? Like, are you okay? So why are you now rehearsing? Why are you shouting? Why are you rehearsing? So he was not explaining everything to these people in the other bus that we entered, because I guess he also dropped from Ajah, from the bus behind us, to enter another bus. So I was in the bus, the next bus with him, and he was explaining to the people in the bus about what happened and the experience he had. I think he had the same experience, and this was what he did. He was just, you know, I was just looking at him like, so why are you telling us like this what happened has happened? Like, why are you telling us? I just could not, as in, I wasn't paying attention to all the nonsense I was saying, and I was just cold, and I was just seeing everything like it's happening again. The kind of, as in, the way he entered the bus, how he was saying, "Give me your phone, give me everything that you have." You know, I was just, that all the things were just coming to my head. I said, "So this is how it happens." I just watched this in a movie, as in I wasn't expecting it. Nobody expect, you know, understand? You can't be going out and you be saying, as I'm going, something will happen to me. No, it's not planned. So I was just having everything on my head, and I was just in the bus. I wasn't saying anything. I paid, and I just, when I got to my bus stop, I just dropped. I came down. Guys, I was sweating. Like, I don't know if I should cry. I don't know if I should just laugh, because it's kind of funny. How can somebody just entered a bus and it was just giving this tone like, "Give me your phone," with a very sharp cutlass. Like, if you don't cooperate, it's ready to do anything. It will just wound you and drop and just run away. So I was just imagining everything. I was walking down. I don't know if I should cry. I don't know if I should laugh. You know, because it's just kind of funny. And it's not even funny at the same time. I don't know. I just got to the house. I just entered the bathroom. As I was running temperature. When you touch my body, I'm cold. But deep inside, I was running temperature. Like, my tummy, everything was hot. My head. I entered. I took my bath. Nigeria, I don't understand what is wrong with us in this country. Like, that's one of the reasons why I felt we are just going backward. How can something be happening and people will be looking at you like it's none of their business, and nobody would see anything? So, guys, that was it. That I had the trauma for like a week or more than, because anytime I just remembered, or I'm sleeping and I just have those thoughts, that thing just came to my head, I'll be like, hey, I would just be having that thing disturbed me for like 1 week. I don't know if anybody had the same experience anyways, because yeah, some people have never been a victim of this. Why some people have you been robbed before? Please tell me. Or maybe I'm just the only one on this table. Have you been robbed before? How was the feeling like? Especially if you are a lady. I just imagine, you know, ladies, any small thing like this, what you just be shaking like. And some guys who doesn't even have mind though. Some guys now, if they say, oh yeah, they will drop everything, even the things that they don't even need. Maybe his boxers, he will drop it. But it's not just funny at all. Since that day, since then, you see, firstly, let me just talk about if I want to board the bus to my house. If I want to board the bus, I will leave my office on time. I know this happens any time of the day. It's not maybe night or morning or something, any time of the day. But it's just safer when you leave at the right time, maybe 5, 6 o'clock. But when it's getting to 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know, don't walk alone. Like, and even if I see a bus, I'll have to like, my dear, this is Lagos. I look like, I will make sure I can take like 2 minutes to take a look at the driver will be like, are you going? If you know you're not going, enter. I'll be like, my brother, no verse. I will just look. I will look and look. If I see that, okay, these people that I have, no, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean it's even possible that people in the bus, they are planning to do the same thing. Do you understand? But I just felt that, on the other hand, I think I will be safe when I have guys inside the bus. Just so, God forbid, anything wants to happen, especially robbery. You will still see somebody that will still have small craze. That will be like, I should give you my phone for what? You dey mad? You understand? That kind of a thing. As in somebody that will rough it, and why doing everything, why fighting? The person will not even care, even if you have gun. The guy will be like, do anything that you want to do. I'm not dropping this particular phone that you are looking at. I'm not dropping. You know, why dragging and dragging? That is when you will see that people will start gathering like, oh, what is going on here? But when you have ladies in the bus, it's kind of complicated the more, because ladies now, if you hear anything, hello, everything we even plug our eyes to give to the person, to the robber. So I make sure I look carefully before I enter bus. But if I want to drive to the house, guys, come and look at me. Immediately I enter that car, I will make sure that all the doors are working, all the locks that are inside the bus, inside the car. I will make sure I press to check if everything is working before I leave, before I take off. After setting my mirrors and other things, I will make sure I lock all the doors. If the car has AC, I will wind up and on AC. Make sure that all the doors are locked. I'm safe in my car. Because for that 1 week when that incident happened, if I want to pass that place, I'm always pointing. If my husband is with me, I will be like, this is the particular place. So I will be pointing, this is the particular spot. The next day if we pass there the next day, I will say, my dear, this was the particular. It gets to a point my husband was like, it's okay. I'll be like, you will not understand. It's not even only my husband. Anybody that passed there with me, I will be like, even if I'm in the bus, I will tell all the people sitting down in the bus, all the people, I will be like, there was one time, this was what happened. This particular spot, some people will be like, yes, so it's true. There was one time like that. This particular Aja, this was what happened to me. People will not be sharing their experiences, how they collected their phone. You'll be in the bus, you'll be receiving call, especially when you are sitting close to the window. They will just stretch their hands like this and collect the phone. You won't see their reflection. I always see that anytime I pass, I will be looking at that part. But if the car does not have AC, there was one time like that. Let me just tell you. There was one time I was going. The car I was carrying does not have, the AC wasn't working. You know, I don't want to take a bus. I was just like, no, I will just take this car home like that. So when I rolled down, but I make sure my cars, the cars are locked, the doors are locked. So on getting to that particular spot, I was thinking that there won't be traffic, so there is really no need for me to roll up. If there is no traffic, I will just, since I'm on speed, I will just drive off. But on getting there like this, I saw, come and see traffic. I said, God, and this car does that. So what should I do? Oh boy, I roll up. I sat down inside that. I was sweating. If you see how I was sweating, like somebody poured water on me. I was sweating. I was cleaning my hair. I said, hey, these people should move now. I don't want to wind down. These people should move. And in Nigeria or in Lagos here, that any small traffic, you will see people selling pure water, people selling gala. Everybody will just come. So guys, I sat in the car for 1 hour, but I don't mind. I said, even if it will take me 5 hours to leave this place, I won't roll down. Because I was so scared, especially if they see that you're the only person inside the car. They don't mind. They will come and do anything. So that was it, guys. So if you have the same experience or you've got robbed before, please let me know in the comment section. And share this video. Please, we have to be so careful. You have to be careful. Especially when you take transport. We have to be very careful. So that is the end of my story, guys. So if you have any, and I would like to hear from you. Thanks so much for stopping by. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like my video, so it will encourage me. I will know that yes, you really like this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.